Today in this week's Ask the Vet, deciding what and how much to feed your pet. It's really important for pet owners. So all pets react differently and have unique dietary needs. So joining us this morning, Dr. Christian Broadhurst at the Clay Humane Society. So, I kind of got a good laugh when I got my sheet this morning saying what we're discussing, and it says, am I overfeeding my pet? And for a lot of us, the answer is probably yes, I'm assuming.
I'd say for most of us, the answer is probably yes. Unfortunately, food equals love, and we love our pets, so we feed our pets, and often in doing so, we overfeed our pets.
So, well, let's start with how much should you be feeding a day, and really, obviously that depends on the size, though.
That's a very important point. It really does depend on the size and age and activity level and species of your animal. Cats need a lot less than dogs because they don't do very much all day. They kind of sit around the house and just, soak up sunshine. But dogs, if you have an older, let's say, couch potato, you need to feed them substantially less than a 1-year-old dog who goes to the dog park every day. So it is very much an individual decision based on your dog, your cat, their lifestyle, and your veterinarian. But yeah, there are things to consider like that.
So let's talk about the few of us that are probably guilty of giving them some over-the-counter food, a treat here, a treat there, on top of their food already. How much is too much?
Well, it's not necessarily how much you give them as far as treats and extras. It's what kind of treats and extras. Because, I like to tell our owners to think about that milk bone as a Snickers bar. And, you're giving them a little milk bone. That's like feeding your cat or your dog an entire Snickers bar. That's a lot of empty calories they don't need. So we tend to reach for things that are calorie-free for dogs. Vegetables are a really popular one, green beans, carrots, things like that. If your dog will eat them, then that is a great 0-calorie substitute for, a Snickers bar.
I've never even thought of it like that. So is it really that you should be looking at it as calories kind of in a human, look at that treat and really say, okay, this is probably comparable to an M&M if it's a little one like that?
Very, very much the same. And it's not just like us. It's not about how much you eat. It's about how much you take in versus how much you exercise and burn off. So, it is important to keep an eye on those calories, and, giving your dog the extra scoop of food at night, if they don't need it, is simply empty calories going to their waistlines.
You see so many dogs that, you put the food down and they eat it so quickly. They are so excited. And you kind of have to wonder, am I maybe not feeding them enough? They look like they want more.
They do look like they want more. Generally speaking, they don't need more. And the dogs who scarf down their food and are really energetic about it, very excited, those are the ones that it'd be very acceptable to give your dog a couple of carrots, a little bit of green beans afterwards, so that they can have those to top up what they ate in food and feel like they're still lacking.
Dr. Broadhurst, we learn something new every day. A milk bone is basically a Snickers for dogs and cats. Always very interesting. All right, Dr. Broadhurst, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on. Have a great day.
You too. We'll be right back.